First thing I want to show you is a Swift Kicker kickstand. It's an adjustable kickstand. Swiftkicker.net. You can get it. They're about $189 or thereabouts. Bolt right onto your stock position on your KTM lever. You got that little clip right there. Let me see if I can demonstrate it. But you push on that and it retracts and goes right up just like that. And then the good thing about this, especially if you're clearing trail, if you're on uneven ground, you just step on that to extend it to the proper length, so you can just get it adjusted perfectly instead of having to lean your bike over or find a tree to lean it against in uneven terrain, especially on a single track trail while you're cutting trees. Again, swiftkicker.net. Riding tip. Kind of hard to do this by myself. Need another hand, but if you see right, let's see if I can do this. Right here. If you're getting blisters or calluses there, and you're holding the grip like that, you got the incorrect hand grip. You're holding your bike like a club. When I say like a club, if you take something like this and you hold it like that, that's a club. Okay? It's not an extension of your hand, that's a club. Where if you turn it and make it an extension of your hand, that's the proper grip on a motorcycle. So let me show you with the grip. Okay, this is incorrect and this is correct. Okay, so if you look at how I have it in my hand, it's an extension and it's a club. Most people are gripping their grip like a club as opposed to an extension, like if you were to use a hammer, a racquetball racket, a tennis racket, golf club. You make it an extension of your hand as a proper grip, not holding it like a club and getting a callus or a blister right here on your finger or on your thumb hand. So on a bike, this tells me, whenever I see you guys' videos and I see rubbing, or I see you guys going into bike shops and buying the foam donuts because you're getting blisters on the knuckle, right? Or I can't get there, but above my finger there. That's because you got the wrong grip and you're rubbing like this, okay? Change your grip so that it's the bar is an extension, like you're holding a racquetball racket or a tennis racket. You want an angle, not a club. So club, proper, club, proper. Okay, so what this will do is this will cause your elbows to come up naturally. When you're like this, your elbow's going to drop naturally. Okay, and you won't be in the attack position because you'll have your elbows down, where if you simply adjust your grip, your elbow will come up. Okay, now when you do this, most of you have your levers too far this way. So what'll happen is because this is out here, this will slide your hand into the improper position. So you need to relocate your levers further so that when you have the proper hand grip, your fingers catch here as opposed to catching this over here and sliding your hand into the improper position each time you use your lever. Okay, so you have to adjust your levers so that when your hand is in the proper position, it's catching the low point and it's not torquing your fingers out and back into the wrong position. So basically elbows up, but then as your finger goes or slid out to use the clutch and you come into the improper, it pulls your elbow down and out of the attack position in the proper riding. Okay, another one, and I don't have, since I'm here by myself, I don't have anybody to demonstrate this, but I'm going to give you the basic tip. And this is all about balance. What most riders do, and including strong expert riders, they pull and push themselves around on the bike. Okay, what I want you to understand is that you want to be using your core and your legs to keep your body in a balanced position. And one of the tips that you're not balanced on the motorcycle is that if you're pulling or if you're pushing, you are not balanced on your bike. And you don't have the nice light grip to operate your controls when you're constantly pulling and pushing to try to get yourself into position on the motorcycle to stay balanced. Okay, so light grip. Okay, it's a light grip so you can operate the controls. And then if you find yourself pulling and you're feeling a tug here to pull yourself forward, or a push on the palm of your hand and you're feeling pressure there and it's not neutral and light, then that's telling you got to work on your balance. Okay, and balance comes from relocating your weight by using your abdominal muscles and your leg muscles. And if I had somebody here, I would show you, okay? But I don't, I'm by myself. So the tip is to pay attention to the grip and whether or not you're pushing and pulling and using upper body strength as opposed to using your core strength to locate the balance position on the
left foot when he starts the roll down this steep descent. Notice what he does with his heel. He pushes it down to maintain a level position as if he was using a carpenter's level, as opposed to having the bottom of his foot, the sole of his foot, parallel in relation to the ground. The reason for doing this with his left foot only, not his right, because his right is still actuating the brake pedal. His left foot, he pushes the heel down in order to be able to use his left leg muscles to push him back and keep the pressure off the palm of his hands. So between his core muscles and his left leg, he's able to maintain a nice light grip and keep the pressure off the palm of his hands.